Hi, my name is Jonathan Boyd and welcome to Van Gogh Flow. Please jump into downward facing dog right away. What is Van Gogh Flow? Van Gogh Flow is an opportunity to practice with broader strokes, so not get so caught up into the details of fine, precise alignments, and instead move to feel. On an inhale, come forward to plank pose, lift your chin. And then on an exhale, lower down all the way to the floor. Point your toes back, reach your arms alongside you, and inhale, lift everything but your hips away from the floor. Lift your legs, lift your arms, and lift your chest, lift your head. Place your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, either push straight up to plank position or back through all fours to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. On your next inhale, swing your right leg back behind you. As you exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose and then step your foot forward. With the in-breath, reach your arms up into the air. Van Gogh Flow also is big hair flow. Reach your arms all the way to straight. On your next exhale, join your hands together, tilt forward, big breath in, and then exhale. Twist to your right, hook your elbow to the outside of your knee. Using this as transition, look down to the floor, push off of your back foot to slowly step forward, joining your feet together in a twisted chair. There's a chair there as well. On your next inhale, untwist, float your arms up into the air for regular chair position. One of Van Gogh's favorite subjects to paint. I didn't have sunflowers at this time of year. On your next exhale, dive forward, touch your fingers to the floor. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine, and then plant your hands, lift your heels, bend your elbows, put your shins to your upper arms, and then lean forward into your hands to lift up into crow pose. Of course, you can lower your feet and step back, or you could just jump back to chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in, and step your foot forward. And then rise up, reach your arms up into the air, adjust hair accordingly. There's no need to do hot yoga anymore when you have big hair. Floating the arms up, settling in lower. Join your hands together, big breath in, and exhale, twist to your left this time, hooking your elbow, using the connection of elbow to outside of knee to get your legs stronger, and then assist the twist further. Look to the floor, push off your back foot, attempt to go as slow as possible to step your foot forward into the twisted chair position. Pausing to hold here, breathe a few cycles of breath, and then on your inhale, untwist, return to chair position. And sometimes I like to sit lower in the chair, but it helps my back when the arms are forward in front. So we're seeking feeling and expression in the practice, and of course, your body is one of the best at that in terms of offering you a sense of joy or pain if it's not working for you. Rise all the way to stand, reach the arms up high, and then join your hands together in front of your heart. Lean over to your right foot, lift your left foot, place it to tree position, foot to the upper inner thigh, and then join your hands together. Actively push your foot into your leg and your leg back into your foot. Push your hands firmly into each other so your arms get stronger. And then transitioning from here, move your knee forward, swing your leg back behind you, tilt forward, bring your arms alongside you. Airplane position. Look slightly forward, pause and hold, breathe deeply, and then point your back toes, bring the top of your foot to the floor, and then the top of your shin. So not necessarily the knee, be on the top of the shin, and then move your hips back, lift your front heel, and then reach your arms forward and wide and lift your front foot for one shin balance. So recognize how you feel in a moment like this, whether it's frustration and anger. And of course, artists have the ability to turn that into a song or a painting. Think of Taylor Swift. But you also might find joy and excitement trying something new. Swing your leg back, plant your hands down, step back to plank pose, big breath in, and then lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for your back bend, and then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Come forward towards plank, join your feet together, turn your feet to the left, balance on your right hand for side plank. You can lift the left arm up into the air, actively push your feet down, get your hips up high, hold strong, and then turn to the floor, hand down, lower down halfway or all the way, lift for your back bend, and then push back, downward facing dog. Without lifting your right leg back, just step your foot forward, turn your left foot to the left, keep your right hand down to the floor outside of your foot, and then swing your left arm in line with your ear. If you need to be a bit higher up, you can go forearm to your thigh for side angle position. And then push off with your feet, rise up for warrior two pose, stretch your arms in opposition to each other, actively reach in opposing directions to stretch the chest and your upper back. And then moving from here into half moon pose, move your right hand forward about 30 or 40 centimeters in front of the right foot. Keep the right foot pointing forward, lift your left leg, lift your left hand. You're always welcome to turn this into a dancer's position where you grab hold of your foot. If you're not doing the holding the foot version, to come out of the pose, lower your foot down and then slowly rise to stand. If you're holding your foot, slowly rise up into dancer's pose momentarily, and then lower your foot down. Switch sides. Balance on your left foot. Place your right foot to your upper inner thigh. Join your hands together. Tree position. Push your limbs into each other to create strength. Not getting too bogged down in the details. Big brush strokes, wide strokes. Swing your leg back behind you, tilt forward, arms alongside you. You're always welcome to pulse your body or move and explore. Find the nuances that just make you feel a little bit better, the colors. And then point your back toes, bring the top of your foot down, then the top of your shin down. Move your hips back. You can even grip with your back foot by pulling the toes forward. Lift your front heel and then lift your front foot. That's a potato as well. It's a potato right there. Holding strong. So tasty. Potato. And then swing your leg back, hands down, and then step back to plank pose. Pause at the top, inhale, and then lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for your back bend, and then push back, downward facing dog. Join your feet together, come halfway forward to plank, turn your feet to the right, and then lift up for side plank. So balancing on the left hand, reaching the right arm up high, actively push down with the feet, get the hips up high, push down with the hands, stay strong. Panic is okay to feel. That's why we all have a panic room, also known as the bathroom. Turn to the floor, hand down, and then lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. It's the one room in the house that everyone can lock themselves in. Step your left foot forward, turn your right foot out, and then place your right hand to your hip. Use that just to twist your torso, and then swing your arm alongside your ear. Side angle position, breathing deeply. Option again to come up onto your forearm, just to make it a bit more accessible for you. Push with your feet, use that connection to the ground to rise up, stretch your arms out. Warrior two, settling into the front leg. Stay active and strong. And then reach for your potato and push off the back foot, lift it into the air, half moon pose. Reach your right arm up, your right leg up. Option to bend your knee, grab hold of your foot, kick your foot back into your hand as you twist. Again, you could lower your foot down and slowly rise up, or holding the foot, slowly come up to dancer's pose. Pause the position, but not with the breath, and then lower your foot down. Wiggle the feet fairly wide, almost as wide as your space, and then bend your knees. Sit down into a squat position, not for very long. We won't squat in squat. And then just lower down onto your bum. Lift your feet for boat pose. And then staying here with the feet lifted, but just adding a little extra flair for the ab work here. Roll to your left butt, turn your chest to the right, and then bicycle your legs. Tread water with your arms for cosmic abs. Whoa, it's a starry, starry night, man. And then go over to the right butt, turn your chest to the left, and then same thing. So the point is to be off center so that you can engage your abdominals in a lot of different locations. Think of doing this on one of those Swiss balls as well. Okay, and then lower your feet, lower down onto your back. Lift your right leg up into the air, hold the back of your thigh. Option to straighten your left leg on the floor. Now bend your right knee, hold your knee with your left hand, and move your knee over to the left as you look over your right shoulder. On your next inhale, come up and switch sides. Lift your left leg up, hold the back of your thigh, extend the leg high, breathe deeply. Option to slide your leg straight. And then bend your knee, hold your knee with your right hand, twist to the left. So the leg goes to the right, but the twist is actually to the left. And then come up. Hug your knees in, curl into a small ball, and then from there, release yourself onto the canvas. Allow yourself to be all the colors in the rainbow, the full spectrum, to rest and relax. Just in a short practice, your mood can change, your feelings can change, the emotions, and deep down your heart. I will leave you here in this final resting position, Shavasana. Pay attention to your breath and relax. Namaste.